Good morning and welcome in Lyon for the 2025 Silver EuroLeague. It's day 2 here in France, and we will have the very first game starting in a few seconds on court number 1. It's the one featuring Belgrade and the sitting backs from Great Britain. As you know it, we are enjoying the full weekend with Sofia Vichot, former setter and sitting volleyball expert. Good morning, Sofia. I saw you practicing yesterday night a lot. It's not only a passion that you have for sitting volleyball. You commentate here with us and then you practice live on court.
Yeah, definitely. I love this sport. Since I'm disabled, I looked for ways to enjoy my favorite sport, volleyball. And when I discovered sitting volleyball, well, it changed my life.
Well, we are enjoying a lot of sitting volleyball action. 6 teams traveled here to Lyon. The purpose is very easy: secure a ticket for the Golden EuroLeague taking place next April. It's very easy, a round-robin phase, 5 games against each other, and then the 2 first will get a ticket. There will be some calculation for the best third of the 2 pools, because there will be a second pool held in Poland in a few weeks. Well, let's focus on this week's event. It's a big one. You have the ranking after yesterday, the first day. All teams played 2 games. 2 favorite teams are sitting at the top of this ranking, Kiev and Sarajevo. They won all their 2 games. 3 sets to 0. They will be facing tonight. It will be the 6:30 clash on court number 2. Then we have Belgrade, who won yesterday night against Lyon, and Parma, who also won against Lyon. And both Lyon and the sitting backs did not score any set yet, which will probably be the purpose for the British team this morning against a strong Serbian team with only 6 players in the roster.
Yeah, what we see is that definitely Kiev, Sarajevo and Belgrade are the three top teams. Physically very strong, very tall guys, very skilled and experienced players. So definitely it makes totally sense to have these 3 teams on the top.
Today's schedule: Belgrade against the Bucks on this court number 1. Later you will have Lyon against Kiev. This will be at 12:30, and at 6:15 the Bucks again against the home team from Lyon. And on court number 2, 10:15, Parma against Sarajevo. Both teams are already warming up. At 4 p.m, Belgrade will be back on court number 2 against Parma, and the last game, which could be some kind of final in this pool stage, is Kiev against Sarajevo. Anyway, the first 2 spots are qualifying for the Gold EuroLeague, so both teams will be fine if they go through in the first 2 positions. But there will be an important game tomorrow morning, because the competition will not be over. You just see Sarajevo and Parma warming up on court number 2. Tomorrow morning at 9 we will have on this court number 1 Kiev against Belgrade. This could be a tough one also for place number 2. Well, Kiev looked really strong. A lot of guys are part of the Ukrainian side that was part of the Paralympic Games in Paris. And we know Belgrade only have 6 players, so on Sunday morning it could be like a tougher game with the energy they will lose today and the one they lost yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. I would say that Belgrade seems taller and maybe stronger, but as you said, they are only 6, so maybe playing the 3rd day this important game. We'll see how it will end up.
And one of the 6 players, actually, Miroslav Srdic, is already 60 years old, which also makes a difference when you have to recover after games. We can see the roster from BORAC-BEOGRAD, led by captain Stevan Crnobernia. I spoke about Miroslav Srdic. This team was really impressive yesterday afternoon against Lyon, especially when the tall guys were sitting in the front row at the block.
Yeah, definitely. When we have Captain Steven in the front, and we have number 20 also from Belgrade, Dejanovic. This is a very, very strong line. So we'll see. On the Bucks team, we also have an important player, number 1, that is very tall and very skilled also. That could make the difference. But here, only 1 player that really has the physical advantage here.
Yeah, Ben Hall was one of the most impressive players from the sitting Bucks roster yesterday. He's classified VS2. Just to remind you the rule: 2 VS1 on the court at all time, which means John Munro and Robert Richardson, 2 members of the Great Britain team, will have to stay on court at all time. Kevin Tan, number 10, is also a member of this Great Britain team that we saw in many European competitions so far. And this team is led by coach player Stephen Smith, who came on court yesterday morning in set number 3. Let's see if the Bucks are able to do something against Belgrade. Regarding the warm-up, we just saw, of course, Belgrade have some great advantage regarding the size of the players and the height they can spike and block.
Yeah, definitely. But I was surprised to see the Bucks team against the Bosnian team. I really was impressed how tactically they've been able to find solutions. So maybe, and I hope for them, they will enter into this game with this strategic outlook on the game.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do something. Both international referee are ready. Adnan Kolosh from Bosnia and Herzegovina and the local referee from France, Lauriane Meunier-Cadio, just waiting for the players to line up and to come on court. We'll see if the sitting Bucks can do something against Belgrade. That looked really strong, really impressive. Already earning a victory yesterday against Lyon. Of course, the Bucks lost to Sarajevo, but with a decent game. And if they want to have any hope to qualify for this golden EuroLeague, they have to score points this morning against Belgrade.
Maybe a word about Lauriane Meunier. She's the first woman referee in international referee in France for sitting volleyball. So we are super proud in Lyon to have her. She's committed to this sport, and we are very lucky in France to have her.
Yeah, that's all about inclusion too, to see female referees coming to ref into male competitions. It was the case already in Paris 2024 that we saw female referees refereeing men's game, which is absolutely fine and nice to see. Not all sports are already so far away in the mixed city regarding referees and genders.
Yeah, and it's fantastic to see how also young women are entering into this. So really supportive. Referees are part of the game. It's super important to have them and to have a trained and skilled referee. And you started from the beginning. I was a referee also in the past, and you can also learn so much about volleyball by watching different games, different players, and having a different outlook on the game.
Yeah, they will have the responsibility of guiding the game between the sitting Bucks and Belgrade. Both of them are really experienced referees, international referees for sure.
Maybe a slight difference between standing volleyball and sitting volleyball for the referee. From a referee side, it's very tricky, the net touch. So I'm sorry if I repeat that, but for the sitting volleyball, what counts, it's only the white piece, up piece of the net that counts as a fault. Otherwise, you can touch the net compared to standing volleyball, where whenever you touch the net, then it's a fault.
Yeah, that's a difference. And yesterday, Jérémy Meunier came to see me and say, hey, you made a big mistake on the size of the court. We said it was 12 by 5. Actually, it's 10 by 6. So each part of the court is 6 by 5, 2 meters, 3 meters, and 6 is the width of the court. So it's actually 10 by 6 and not 12 by 5. We apologize for this mistake. It's important to have the good measurement. We were right on the net height. It's 115 for men, 105 for women playing. The starting 6 for the Bucks. Apparently the same starting 6 that Stephen Smith had yesterday around John Munro, Robert Richardson. Of course, Ben Holley is on court. Kevin Tan. And we also have Paul Jeffrey and Michael Knight. This team play without libero. While for Belgrade, the starting 6 is known for a long time. They only travel with 6 players, with captain Stevan Černobernia. Of course, this team is also playing without libero. There could be some trouble for Belgrade, should be any injury in the team because they have no one on the bench to come in.
Yeah, now we've seen they are so strong in the front and so tall with their block that this gives some time for the line in the back to be prepared to receive. So yeah, I think without a libero at this stage there shouldn't be any problem.
The first serve of the game for BORAC-BEOGRAD and Dragiša Zoric. Kevin Tan for the first spike behind the 2-meter line. This one is out, and the first point is for Belgrade. That's a strong one. No blocker in front of Ben Hall. The good set, and the first point for the Bucks, and the tall guy was the number 1. Tough reception for Belgrade.
So number 14 on the Belgrade team is often the target of the different teams.
Touched by the block. Good cover. And there's a lifting call against Belgrade. Good start from the guys from Great Britain, leading early in this first set, 3-1. The good block on this serve, Stevan Czernobernia. If you're joining for the first time, that's absolutely allowed in sitting volleyball to block the serve. If you were with us yesterday, you absolutely know all the rules. And I hope you will enjoy the action today, Saturday, for this day 2 of this Silver EuroLeague.
Smart point here from number 3, Monroe. Very smart point.
Reception is perfect, the connection is good. And this ball did not go over the net level.
Direct in the block.
Strong one as a middle blocker, Czernobernia in position 3.
So now we have the strong line from Belgrade in the front with the captain and the number 20, Dejanovic.
Yeah, but on the backside they have the 3 players from the Great Britain team, Richardson, Monroe, Kevin Tan. This could be an interesting opposition, even if the Serbian side looks taller. The special one, Robert Richardson. You like it as a setter?
Yeah, as a setter, I love this kind of point. Now, very smart. You've seen it's very difficult. You have a very tall guy here, and no, perfect set, perfect point.
Monroe Guyac reflex. Kevin Tan for the set. This one is pushed deep in position 5. Czernobernia.
Pancake, but no, couldn't save this ball. It's always a danger. Whenever the captain is about to spike, it's always a danger for the team.
Yeah, he's one of the best players on court for Belgrade. Reception is fine. Monroe tries to fight. Some kind of catch whistled against the sitting back, so that's an equalizer for Belgrade, 6-all. And for the first time of the game, the men in red take the lead.
So now we see number 5 being the target of the server here. Oh.
Monroe was trying to find the upper part of Belgrade's hands. Unlucky on this one.
And we see it's not very strong serve right now. It's just to position it. Almost floating serve.
And with this 3 points lead for Belgrade, the first timeout is called by Stephen Smith. Well, the Bucks had a good start in the game. They were actually leading. But then, when Belgrade switch the position when Stefan Bernia going behind the serve line. The reception from the British side struggled a bit more.
Yeah, the British team really needs to make some points when the two big guys are in the back, so they can. And we say they until now they play super well. It's just now reception that is a bit difficult for them. They need to find solutions. The serves are not very strong, but they are very on the line, 2 meters line. The team, the number 1, 5, and 14 need to move a bit more.
Yeah, the target is number 5. Let's see if something changed. Richardson taking the reception. Munro deep. Lifting call against John Munro. He was a bit too far away to play that one.
Yeah, when you see now that the serve switched a bit, changed the target.
Difficult to dig for Paul Jeffrey.
The Bucks need to change something. Yeah, that's what they will do now. So four will do the reception with 2 blockers.
Well, this one came maybe a bit too late because the gap is already big for Belgrade. But finally the Bucks switch this position, and John Munro is the next one to serve. Munro for the set. No block out on this strong swing from Ben Hall.
Yeah, some miscommunication between the number 3 and the captain, number 10.
$12 for Belgrade, 7 for Lyon. What kind of monster block is that?
Yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, when you have the number 20 in front of you, you need to be smart here.
Yeah, 20 and 17. This looks like a wall that you have to go over. And that's an unforced at the serve. Kevin Tan. He's able to serve really strong with his left arm. This will be a tactical one. And blocked by the Serbian side. He's an impressive guy when sitting at the net, Marko Dejanovic.
Very good point from the Bucks. We've seen number 1 that instead of really hitting hard, he really positioned the ball on the field and put Belgrade into difficulties.
Still a 5 points gap between these two teams. Reception is perfect. Good reflex, Robert Richardson.
Yeah, technical fault here, double touch from the setter.
Lifting called against Zelsko Ivic, and he's happy with the decision. He jumped a bit when spiking that one. Good reception. Bernia far away from the net, and he finds a solution. Miscommunication. Munro, Kevin Tan. I don't know if they were aiming at the ball going out of bounds or if they just did not communicate to know who had to dig that one, but anyway, the point is for Belgrade. Richardson, no touch by the block. Monroe spiked it from deep in the court. Difficult to handle it for Dejanovic with one hand. 11-17.
It's really, we hope the Bucks now keep like this, because they are not that far away, really not that far away.
Well, they struggled a bit on one position for reception. It took them like 5 or 6 points to adapt.
Okay, that's a typical mistake, both for standing and sitting volleyball. You need to go to the line. You need to have your feet there and wait for the ball.
Thirteenth point.
The Bucks are back.
Yes.
Serving very well. Number 14.
Can they decrease the gap? This 5 points lead that Belgrade still has. That's an ace for Robert Richardson. Good one. In between the two Serbian players.
Yeah, you see as the block, you have two very strong and middle one shorter. So that's where he's serving. He's serving between the two tall guys.
Yeah, how lucky is that? Look at this block in the head. And the lucky point scored by the sitting backs and Michael Knight. That's absolutely something they work at practice, at just how it happened with this strong block from Dejanovic. And the Bucks are coming back, only 3 behind, and timeout called by Milan Orešković.
So that's the interesting also when you get a bit bored with the time, when you spend many years playing standing volleyball. With sitting volleyball, it goes so fast. It goes so fast. And we were discussing with one volunteer here and saying for some part of sitting volleyball, it's a bit like table
tennis, yeah.
Table tennis, because it goes that fast, and this is a good training. I usually say to my players, train like this. Oh.
Luckily, where's the net band?
Smart point, good timeout from the Belgrade team.
And that's the position they have to receive well. Crnobranja. Monroe, good dig. Lifting call against John Monroe.
Okay, directly they go just 2 blocks, 4 to receive. Very smart point here.
One hand set by Robert Richardson. He knows he was a bit lucky on this one, smiling just after the point. And Monroe, captain from this sitting back side. Was a good serve. Well, he has to avoid the main blocker on position 3, who's taking the set now.
Exactly. Very, very good reaction.
Kevin Tan for the set. Ben Hall.
Smart, yeah. Battling at the net is very difficult against the Belgian team.
Yeah, you don't want to be facing Marko Dejanovic in a net fight. 21 for Belgrade, 17 for the sitting backs. Well played, Ben Holm. No one was digging in this area of the court.
And you've seen how he's changed his play. Now he's really adapting and now placing his balls when spiking.
Kevin Tan. Serve is good, but this ball will come back. Tan with the dig. Crnobranja.
To the line, very good save.
And Ben Hall, one more time, scoring that one.
this is the solution. Against the Belgian team, you need to make them move. They are so tall, but you need to make them move.
Another good serve. And this great connection through the middle with Dragisha Zoric for the conclusion.
And they are so tall. If they start to play fast, this is really hard for the team against them.
Good reception, Robert Richardson. Once again, the block is strong.
Well saved.
Well played. And this point is for the Serbian setter, Borislav Gajic.
I must say, it's the Bucks are playing very well. I thought it would be harder. We see also the Belgian team getting into the game, not playing the strength until now, just in the front, starting a bit. But definitely, the Bucks are finding solutions at the serve. They are finding solutions also spiking. Yeah.
Well, the game is far away to be over, because if we remember yesterday night's game from Belgrade against Lyon, they won pretty easily the first two ones, 25-9, 25-7, and they struggled in the third one, maybe because they decreased a bit on the physically side. This could also be the case against the Bucks today, so of course the British side will have to fight till the end. This game is absolutely not done yet. It's only a 23-19 lead in the first set. Could be still a long clash between these two teams.
Lifting.
Bucks are 3 points behind. And here comes Michael Knight. Good dig. One arm set. Oh, what a reflex. Unlucky. But John Munro had such a great first reflex on the dig.
That was a nice rally. Really nice rally here.
24-20. That's a first set point for the Serbian side. Miscommunication on the British side of the court. And this first set goes to Belgrade, but yeah, nothing was decided till the very end of the set. 25-20. Really hope the Bucks will be able to have some kind of reaction in the second one.
Yeah, I think they know the solution now. They've seen what they need to do. Now they need to do that more often. They need also reception to be a lot higher and better, so the setter can really decide. For now, sometimes they just lift where they can the ball and do the setting where they can. But yeah, when we see the spiker, the number one,
Ben Hall.
Ben Hall. Yeah, if he's really well placed, he has a variety of action that he can do. He can spike very strongly. He can also feint. How do you say in English?
Spike.
La feinte.
Tip.
The tip. Okay, sorry, I was missing the word in English. So he has really an array of possibilities he can do, and we've seen when he's varying that, he's making really good points. And the team is very courageous. We see they are fighting until the end. So definitely, it's just a start.
1 second to have one word on the different partners of Paravolley Europe. Of course, warm thank you for helping the federation to develop the game and to organize such competition. Managed Sport is helping through IT solutions, both for the website and for tournament sites and results and schedule management. So Managed Sport is an important part of this weekend also in Lyon. And there's something regarding tactics that is really important in this game and not easy to deal with for the Bucks. When they have the big guys sitting in the back row, it's the moment they have to score the most points, and when they're sitting in the front row, they have to find solution to turn the position as quick as possible. It's not easy to have some moments you have to score and some moments you really have to move the position. It's not something linear as we can see most often in indoor volleyball.
Yeah, definitely. And what you can see here is that the big, tall guys, covers a lot of space, but they are weak when the ball is very short. So if you really do the tip just behind, we've seen many points there because they struggle to move frontward. So yeah, as you said, it obliges the players to really observe the opponent and really adapt and play with their different skills.
Yeah, it sounds like when Dejanovic is sitting in the front row, it's really tough to find some space when you're serving, because with his arm, he's just covering so much space at the net. And going over is also really tough because he's high. We'll see if the Bucks can do better in this second one. And the first guy to serve will be Ben Hall, one of the most important players on this Bucks roster. And there's a change on the British side with Colin Goodbrand starting, replacing Michael Knight. Scorer is ready. Second referee is ready. This second set is underway. Oh, but also the coach is on the court. I didn't see him coming, but Stephen Smith is sitting in position 4. He made the first unforced of this second set. First point for Belgrade. Monroe through the middle. Good connection.
This is a common mistake in sitting volleyball and standing volleyball. You serve, don't observe, you serve. You need to enter into the game and in the court. So he was waiting outside and the ball came just in position 1.
Well done. Smart play, this one from the Serbian side. Zeljko Ivic. Lifting whistle at the serve. That's not very common, but it happens. You also have to keep contact with the floor while serving.
So this happened, and same for standing volleyball. The most important is how you throw your ball. And in sitting volleyball, if you throw it too far, yeah, you have an issue there. You cannot jump to get the ball then.
The ball contact was not good enough for Belgrade. The Bucks takes a short lead, 3 points to 2. Kevin Tan, good reflex. They almost stopped playing.
So you see, because the 17 has observed that on the Bucks team, the captain is moving from position 3 to position 2, so that there is a whole wide open space, and he tries to benefit from that, so the switch needs to be very fast.
John Monroe serving well. He just scored an ace. And once again, the reception is too low to have the setter having some good set. Early timeout called by Belgrade. They led by 4 points, 6 points to 2.
And that's where also that this is an experienced team, and that the trainer the coach know his team. He's taking the timeout very early. He knows they are capable. He knows that right now you need to switch, you need to tell the right words to your team, so then they can restart the game and play it well.
Yeah, they have to adapt, because John Monroe served pretty well on the last 3 serves.
And let's remind, they cannot change. They are only 6, so if it doesn't go well, you have no option than the timeout.
Yeah, they have to find solution on court with the 6 players. John Monroe is back with the ball. 6-2 Bucks. Once again, the reception is really low. Too deep. And the Serbian setter is the next one to serve.
Very good.
Back set, Steven Smith blocked. Kevin Tan, good fight. What a fight at the net. And the conclusion for Serbia, Marko Dejanovic scored this point for BORAC-Belgrade.
So it's very hard again. The big line is in the front and we have the setter in the middle. So he basically can only set towards the direction of the big players. Here I think a good solution for the Bucks is really to set to the back line. So the guys have more space and you face less this big block.
The Bucks are still leading 7-4. And Belgrade tried to play this one really fast with only 2 ball contacts. Kevin Tan, great dig. Ben Hall.
Smart. Super tip here.
Yeah, that's a great tip just behind the block. Nobody covering in position 1. Tierno Bernia was too far away. You can see he was covering the back end of the court. Oh, what a fight. Never give this guy a ball over the net level. Never.
Yeah, definitely. It's killing you. Oh.
And we are with the most experienced player of this team, Miroslav Srdic. Ben Hall. Self-covering himself on the Belgrade's block.
And Belgrade is coming back.
Clever block out played by Ben Hall. He was not in the best position. Back set, the tip, well read by Kevin Tan. This is free ball Belgrade. Through the middle. That's the good spot to play, because number 17 is much taller than Robert Richardson, so he can go over the block. One more time. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, strong spike. One more time by Belgrade.
What you can see from Belgrade now is that they are putting the ball a lot higher. They are really giving themselves time, and you see then the ball goes perfectly for spiking.
Richardson, second chance. John Munro, good block. One more time. He's doing a great job. Dragisa Zoric scoring 3 of the last 4 points from Belgrade. And he helps his side to be in front now, 10-9.
Yeah, we see Belgrade now in front with 2 points.
Blockout found by Ben Hall. Well, he was facing the setter from Belgrade, not the tallest player in front of him, but he was not in the best position to swing that one hard. Richardson was the spike. Munro to the middle, one-hand dig.
Some frustration on the Serbian side. But this is good. They want to do well. They want to play well. And, of course, some frustration when it doesn't go well how we want.
Well, it's still not common to see teammates getting annoyed against each other. Steven Smith. A bit of lag for the backs. And they're back in front. 12-11. Good swing. Zoric. Kevin 10 for the reception. The dig was close, but out.
Yeah, very nice spike from the captain, Steven.
Monroe through the middle. Well played. This connection is an important one, both when they play for the backs, but also when they play together for Great Britain. Richardson and Monroe, they know each other perfectly. Not easy when the ball is dancing on the net and just falling a bit awkward on your body.
Yeah, the Serbian team is struggling more than I thought. Huh? We see also physically it's a bit hard, more difficulties to communicate. Now the backs really need to take advantage of this.
Good cover and good double block by Ternobenia. A lot of time for Richardson. Monroe pushing it deep. This ball was spinning a bit too much.
Yeah, now every ball will go to the captain, Steven. We see they are really relying on him now to...
Well, he's the only big guy sitting in front also on this position. It's one of the position that the backs have to work on, and it's set point on court number 2 for Sarajevo against Parma, 24-11.
What we see, and it's also frustrating in standing volleyball, is when the referee needs to, when there is a difference between the two teams in the level of setting, for example. It could be frustrating from one team when the referee either is blowing every time or is not blowing when the level is very different from one team to another. Here is not an issue of skills, but rather a position from the players that cannot take the ball correctly.
Richardson with the dig. The ball is still alive.
Very well played.
There were some spins between the antenna and the blocker. He found it, and in the meantime, Sarajevo wins the first one on court number 2. Of course, you can follow the action on our other channel, on Paravolley Europe, the YouTube channel. Court number 2 is also broadcasted, and that's a very strong spike in between the blockers. 18 for Belgrade, 15 for the backs. And here is the first interesting gap for the Serbian guys.
The backs needs to stay in their game now. They need to stay and find solutions.
This ball contact is not good.
No chance. When the ball is on the net, there is no chance here for the backs.
20 for Belgrade, 16 for the backs. Kevin Tan for the set. Ben Hall.
Very good. Quick ball, quick ball.
Well, let's see. Then can work this gap out of his Colin Goodbrand. Easy reception. Set a bit too much to the inside. Strong one by John Munro, but too strong. No Serbian hands on the trajectory. And is there some player injured? Kevin Tan is struggling with his left leg.
Yeah.
The back's captain called a timeout.
He seems to be in pain.
Yeah, he was both smiling and touching his left leg. Let's see if he will be back on court. I mean, the Bucks have options to do some substitution, and Kevin Tan is not concerned by the VS1 rule, so he could be sitting on the bench.
So yeah, we see Belgrade now coming back into the game. They are only 6. I see that they are a bit tired and they are less offensive, I feel, than they were in the first in the game yesterday.
Yeah, maybe the chance for the Bucks will be in the third set if Belgrade is lacking a bit of energy. Well, the good news is that Kevin Tan is back on court. Still trying and exercising a bit his leg, but he's back and sitting in position 6.
Yeah, the hips suffer quite a lot when we do standing volleyball. You really need to train your flexibility of your hips.
That's a good block. 1 versus 1. Won by the Belgrade's player. 22-17. And that's exactly what they know, being really strong when it comes to blocking.
They are again spiking a lot, the Bucks. They should try to do other things. Very good, yeah.
Munro finds some Serbian hands on his spike. But it's still a 5 points deficit for the Bucks. 18-23. Just a bit too long.
Yeah, we see the Bucks are not far away, are really not far away. Yeah, from the back.
That was set point for Belgrade. Second set goes also for the Serbian team. 25-18. That's now a 2-0 lead for the team in red.
They were suffering at the beginning of the set. You've seen the team coming back, the Belgian team coming back, and slowly again playing their game with strong spikes. Yeah, my only fear for them is really the fact that they are only 6, but they are really able to adapt, and that's what we've been seeing here in this second set.
Yeah, and of course the Bucks hope to do better in the third one. 25-20, 25-18, and for us, it's one more time the opportunity to thank all the partners of Paravolley Europe, and especially Sportec, providing post and net specific ones for sitting volleyball with a different 8, with a different balance that they have to find. Because as you know, in the venues, there are some holes in the floor for indoor volleyball. It's not mentioned that they have also the capacity to do like some sitting volleyball size post in the floor, so you have to adapt, you have to have some counterbalance, and this is provided by Sportec. Let's have some quick look on court number 2 with Sarajevo already building a A great gap in the second set there. Won the first one and they're leading 10 points to 2 in the second one. For the moment, the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina has some perfect run in this competition. 2 victories, 3 sets to 0 yesterday, and an early lead in their third game on this Saturday morning.
Yeah, the Bucks, if we go back, sorry, to our game here, the Bucks I'm really impressed of what they've shown. They've shown a variety of game that is very different from what we've seen yesterday. I think they have everything to at least win a set. But now they need to keep smart until the end of the game and don't feel frustrated whenever there are some serves that put them into difficulties. But the team looks courageous and I'm sure they will fight until the last point.
We will have an additional substitution on the back side. They need to find something. Stephen Smith will stay on the bench. Paul Jeffries back on court. Colin Goodbrand also sitting in the starting 6. And of course, the 4 main players, Kevin Tan, Robert Richardson, John Munro, and number 1, Ben Hall. And that's the live team crew working this weekend with us in Lyon, helping around TV director Arnaud Bessa to provide you with these amazing pictures and actions of sitting volleyball.
So don't hesitate to come here. It's a cloudy day, rainy day in Lyon, so it's the right weather to be in the Petit Palais de Gerland to watch the game, or if you're at home, just have a tea, a coffee, and enjoy the game.
Yeah, it's quite coffee time. And if you're following the action back in Great Britain, it's around 9:45 for you. If you just woke up, enjoy your breakfast watching the sitting volleyball action. And the Bucks took the first point of this third set. This one's just a bit too low. It stays in the net. 1-all.
That was smart to try to play quick here in the center where the setter was blocking. That was a smart one. Fortunately, didn't go this time.
Oh, Munro, well played on the line. No blocker, no one digging there. They can use this opportunity. Belgrade doesn't have the best line sitting in front right now, even if Chernobylia is perfectly served in position 3. And now things will be a bit different with Marko Dejanovic coming in position 4. Not easy for Goodbrand in front of the tall blocker, the captain.
Now here the captain needs to follow its hitter.
Kevin Tan looking for the block out, but nobody touched it. And that's an early lead for Belgrade, 5 points to 2.
They need to calm down a bit now. Yeah, exactly. Put the high balls and then think, where can they place this ball?
Chernobylia not held by the net. One more time, the captain spikes, but the dig is very good by Richardson. Impressive how Belgrade is able to deal with all those balls just staying in the net area.
Yeah, reflex and yeah, a lot of experience. We feel it.
Tano is the one-hand set. Munro just pushing it.
Very good sets.
Chernobyl took the dig and he was not able to replace quick enough to play the third contact.
He's so high. He's so...
Oh, no one came there. Ben Hall, luckily, with the backhand.
This is a long rally.
Important point.
Yeah.
And Richardson finds the solution.
It's not a beautiful point, but it's a point.
Yeah, he was not quite happy with what he did with the help of the net. Kevin Tan, good serve. A very good one. No one blocking on the line. He was serving from 1 to 5. And of course, the Serbian block now adapted and he changed his target. Free ball Belgrade. No touch by the block. This is how the Bucks take the lead in this third one. 7 points to 6.
Yeah.
Oh, good block by Ben Hall once again. This one on the tall guy, Dejanovic.
Yeah, and Kevin Tan is serving very well. Very, very well. Very smart.
Yeah, he's changing his target.
Yeah.
Depending on what the Serbian block is doing.
And that's exactly what you hate when your blocker changes. You say you block the diagonal and then you're in the line and then the player touches the ball.
Ben Hall, once again, with a smart play. Not necessarily strong, but in the right area of the court.
That's when the Bucks really make some points. It's really when they vary between spikes, between tips, place the ball.
And with this 3-point leads for the sitting Bucks, Belgrade is taking a first time out in the third set. 10 for the Bucks, 7 for Belgrade.
Yeah, we see Belgrade a bit suffering and having very, very nice actions and then suffering a bit. I really think there is a chance here for the Bucks if they remain concentrated and keep a smart play. They have chances to win this set. Fantastic series of serve from Kevin Tan.
Yeah, he's actually a very good server and he's able to serve even stronger when needed. But we mentioned it, the Bucks will have a chance in the third set. Maybe using the lack of energy of Belgrade, having only 6 players for this travel here to the Silver EuroLeague. The serve is in. Oh, lucky one, but that's an ace for the Bucks.
They are also targeting number 14.
Well, not the best action, but that's enough for Belgrade to score. Kevin Tan for the reception. Robert Richardson.
High, high, high.
Touch by Munro. Well played, Belgrade. Well, they could have a solution because Ben Hall, sitting in position 2, has the setter in front of him. This could be a solution, and one of the first time we saw this point has to be replayed with the ball staying over the net level.
Personally, I find it super hard when you're a setter and you are in the center because you need to block and to play as a middle blocker, closing every time, and at the same time you need to turn and do the set. It's not easy.
And you just saw it very quickly on court number 2. Set 2 is over. Sarajevo winning it 25-12. That's now a 2 sets lead for the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Richardson for Ben Hall. Strong one. He was in perfect position under this high ball.
Yeah, and the shorter blocker there, so yeah, that's where they need to make points.
12-11, the backs are still in front. Oh, he just removed his hand just before blocking and surprised the receiver, Zeljko Ivic, and that's an ace for the backs. Chernobyl, not the best set he could imagine. This was a bit on his left shoulder and he has to completely turn with his right arm.
And that's something in sitting volleyball that you need to deal with that you don't in standing volleyball, is that you have your blockers sometimes that if they take a lot of play, sometimes you have really difficulties to see the server when you're doing the reception.
A good serving streak for the backs, 15-11. And Belgrade finally switches the position. And Dragista Zoric serving. The block is perfect and it's called in.
If you're around Lyon, really welcome. Come here, come to see some of the best players of Europe of sitting volleyball. It's really impressive. If you like volleyball, come and discover. You will see it's really technically it's difficult, physically it's difficult. You have everything on the upper body, so the abs are very strong, the backs are strong, and you will see these phenomenal players that for many of them have injuries. They've come through some difficulties in life, and you can see them enjoying volleyball and really great players.
Nice message, Sofia. The backs are still in front. Kevin Tan pushing it deep in position 1. Chernobyl with the great spike, no one able to block it. And with this equalizer, 15-all, it's a timer called by Stephen Smith.
Yeah, the team needs to rest a bit. We see that they are able to fight 15-15. It's the perfect score for the Bucks so far. They need just to calm down, pose their game.
And the backs will be back on court this afternoon against Lyon. This will be, well, almost tonight at 6:15. And this will mean we will have 2 games at the same moment between France and England, both here in Lyon, but also in the Six Nations. You know, it's a big period for rugby. So France, England at the same moment, backs against Lyon. And the same in Twickenham. I'm sure you will follow the action here on the YouTube channel of Paravolley Europe.
Now Belgrade serving, 15-15. Perfect reception.
And the point for the backs. The net was moving a lot, and the decision has been made that the point goes to the British side. Ben Hall tried his best to dig it, but it came just so fast in his hands. He was sitting at the right place, but difficult to dig such a strong spike. 16-all. Monroe, no touch by the black.
Yeah, they need to play smart now, the Bucks. They do very good reception, so they need to find solution at the attack level.
Richardson for Kevin Tan. This one will not come back. And that's a position they have to optimize now, because it's the last position of Marko Dejanovic sitting on the back row. 17-all. All is alive Free ball Belgrade. And the solution deep in position 6. Robert Richardson was too far in the court. $18 for Belgrade, 17 for the Bucks. Tano is set a bit to the outside. Chernobylia concluding that one, but it's out.
Very nice rally, yeah? With ball saved so fast. Yeah.
Yeah, the Bucks a bit lucky to find this equalizer here. Ben Hall is now in the front row. So is Dejanovic. Well, nothing is done in the end of this third set. Serbian side has only a 1-point lead. Kevin Tan, well done.
Yeah, perfect ball from Kevin Tan.
Difficult to cover it.
He's super smart.
Yeah, and he's back to serve. He did some great streak the previous time. Can he do the same? Serve is good, the reception is perfect. And this position directly switched by Belgrade.
So we talked a lot about being tall and how it makes a difference, but there is place also for people that are shorter, definitely, because if you're smart and you have reflexes, if you're able to react quickly, you can save some balls.
That was some fast ball. Good conclusion, Ben Hall. A bit of luck one more time, because this ball just went so fast. 20-all. Charlie Goodbrand. And the 21st point for Belgrade.
The Bucks are waiting a bit too in the front. The back line should be at least 30, 50 centimeters back.
Miscommunication. And a 2 points lead for Belgrade at the best moment. Timer called. Stephen Smith.
Yeah, this is a temptation we also have in standing volleyball. You keep attracted by the net, and so you have the front players at the net, and then the back players also too close to the net. And in sitting volleyball, then when the distance is way too long for the back of the court, it's difficult. So you need to keep this position, this base position, and then adapt your defense scheme.
The Bucks are 2 behind, but already back on court. On Belgrade's side, they take time to rest, to drink each time they have the opportunity to do so. They will play the next game at 4 p.m. against Parma. This will be on court number 2. Richardson for Ben Hall.
You see here, they are very in the front. They need
Richardson for Ben Hall. Strong one, and the block out to conclude that long rally one more time. $21 for the Bucks, 22 for Belgrade. And that's an ace for Ben Hall to find the equalizer.
You see
22-all.
They are trying to protect their number 14 at the reception in Belgrade, and therefore leaving little space.
And that's the second ace in a row, and the Bucks are in front, 23-22. Belgrade calls a timeout. Well, this will be pretty stressful now in this third set. Belgrade leading 2-0, but the Bucks are in front, 23-22. Timeout call by Milan Dreskovic.
Sorry, that's where you see that Belgrade now is suffering from not having a bench, because they cannot change. We see that he's targeting number 14. They don't have a bench to switch. They don't have a libero that can come in. So yeah, we'll see how the Belgradian team is adapting.
Well, first, Milan Oreskovic is maybe hoping for the coach point just after the timeout. It's never easy to serve just after. Let's see how experienced Ben Hall is in this situation.
You see, they are hiding. They are hiding number 14.
That's still an ace for Ben Hall, and this is set point for the Bucks now.
And the challenge is that then on the left side, you see that he's quite empty. So that's why he's forcing the... Oh, no.
Well done by the Serbian blocker. This point for Zeljko Ivic. 24 for the Bucks, 23 for Belgrade. This is still set point. Good reception, Richardson for Ben Hall behind the 2-meter line.
Yeah,
and this ball stays on the Serbian side. This third set goes to the Bucks. And that's only a 2-1 lead now for Belgrade.
Very well played by the Bucks, yeah. People can be very proud if some players are your friend, your family. Really, you can be proud. They've been super smart, playing smart and very concentrated and strategic. We've seen them play very, very well this set.
Well, we mentioned it. This third set is the one Belgrade struggled yesterday against Lyon, and the same again today against the Bucks. And it's not going to get better for Belgrade because the energy will still keep on decreasing. They will have to find solution. And of course, mentally now for the Bucks, it's helping to know they can take a set. They won this third one and they have a chance to win the game, of course.
Definitely. Now from the team from Belgrade, they really need to rest as much as they can now and find strategic. I've seen them not adapting that much their game. They tried at the end, but I think they should a lot quicker make some changes in their game.
Yeah, we saw them adapting in reception, but maybe a bit too late. And well, it's our pleasure to have like at least a 4th set in this first game on Saturday. Time to thank also Jeff Floor for providing such surfaces to play on for players. Those 2 courts are heritage from the Paralympic Games from Paris 2024, and it's an absolute threat for players to play on such a great sliding surface.
Yeah, that's our main tool when we play sitting volleyball. Is really super important. Of course, in standing volleyball, it's important to have a great floor, but in sitting volleyball, it can change everything. When you get into a sports hall and that you see the floor is sticky, you know you will have difficulty. You practically need to change the way you're playing, depending of the quality of the floor.
And the game is almost over on court number 2 with Sarajevo leading 2-0 and 20-9 in the third one. Such a perfect start from the team from Bosnia and Herzegovina. Of course, they landed in Lyon, being one of the favorites of this group. But they're confirming it on court that they can really be in the first 2 spots to get their ticket for the Golden EuroLeague. Players are back on court. No change on the Belgrade side. No change for the Bucks. They keep the same starting 6 than the one which was able to win the third set, Ben Hall. Celno Bernia for the first point of this 4th set behind the 2 meters line. That's not a weapon they used to match so far. Richardson from Monroe. He was aiming to push it deep in position 5. That was too far away.
The execution wasn't good, but the intent was good.
Richardson for Ben Hall. He's far away. Good dig. Great fight by the Bucks to score that point.
We see some players from Belgrade not moving anymore on the court. They need to go back into movement. If they want to win, they really need to move.
Richardson for the serve. Good area at the back set for Chernobylia. And that's a third point for Belgrade.
Very high ball. Very good.
And this fight at the net, won by the Bucks.
You see the experience from Kevin Tan, the captain, how he's hitting, doing the block out, high block out.
What a strong spike. Chernobylia scoring all 4 points for his team so far in this fourth set. He is the man they can rely on.
The intent here is really to deprive him from balls.
He's taking the set. Good block. And Kevin Tan finds the solution in front of the two Serbian blockers.
So smart, so smart.
One more time. Captain Steven for the point. Good block on this serve. Colin Goodbrand.
Yeah, the number 20 is so tall that when he's placing, prepared to defense, if he's too early, he's preventing his server to really serve.
Strong spike once again. Dragiša Šorić.
You see the Serbian team really now playing their game.
Time for the set. Ben Hall. It's a huge mistake. Out of bounds. And that's a 3 points lead for Belgrade early in this fourth set. Too easy for Ben Hall.
Of the match is number 2, Adnan Mokko. Congratulations.
This serve is also easy to block for Belgrade.
This is a tricky position because you see they try to target number 14, but you have the 20 in front that is really protecting with his block.
Kevin Tan reception. Robert Richardson a bit too greedy. The idea to take it on the second contact was good. But they need to be more accurate. And that's an ace for Belgrade.
Yeah, and the Bucks needs to be back. Yeah, now timeout.
Timeout called by Steven Smith. As it stands, 10 for Belgrade, 5 for the Bucks.
Yeah, we see the team from Belgrade really now playing their game. High ball for the reception, setting on the right players, the tall players, the captain mainly having balls, and then really strong spikes.
Yeah, and players from Belgrade are also taking time to rest, have some water. It's a long game. Some of them are, I mean, one is over 60, Miroslav Srdic, born in 1964. But you also have Dakrisa Zoric, he's born in 1972. And that's a big mistake behind the serve line. And Milan Orešković is absolutely not pleased with that serve mistake. This ball is in, a bit of lag, but the point goes to Belgrade. Ben Hall behind the 2-meter line. Too difficult for Srdic to take that one. Good serve. Reception is good, and this connection is easy with Željko Ivić. Ben Hall to take the set. Good blocking effort. Munro deep in position 1. Černobernia, where's the tip? Smart tip towards position 2.
Yeah, very nice point. Very elegant point.
Munro came to close it, like to have 3 blockers in front of him.
You need to, with such a spiker.
And the Bucks are still 5 behind, 8-13. That's a strong one with this one-hand set.
He's really impressive. He can do anything. He can tip, he can spike, he can really rotate and have all the angles.
Yeah, Černobernia is a really interesting player. Too much power, not enough control for John Munro. And that's now some serious gap for Belgrade. 15-8 and 16-8 was this ball called out. And the timeout is called by Steven Smith. Well, the last opportunity for him to find solutions. If the Bucks want to do something in that game, they're just doing a lot more of unforced in this 4th set, a lot of errors, not finding any solution, not being aggressive enough during the serve.
Yeah, what I find interesting is really this team from Belgrade that is tired. We see them tired, but you see them so experienced that they can lift then calmly their game and pose their game and play their real game. Very impressive.
Somewhat a play on the Serbian bench. That's also part of the team spirit. Well, we know it's always special when the player gets his first appearance, first selection, that he gets water on him. Apparently it's not the case for none of those players, but now they're struggling with wet feet.
Yeah, but then you don't slide. We hate water when playing sitting volleyball.
$16 for Belgrade, 8 for the sitting Bucks.
Good timeout, huh?
Waldes need a bit more points now if they hope to fight back. Still 7 points deficit for the British guys. Richardson bringing this one in.
Wonderful point.
Well done. Belgrade is leading 17-9, and Černobernia is the next to serve. Well, we were talking about Belgrade getting tired. Also on the backside, we can feel a lot less energy in this fourth set. Well played, Kevin Tan.
Kevin Tan, genius. Really, really, really smart player. It's a pleasure to see him.
18-10 for Belgrade. Serve is good. Oh, good fight at the net, and Ben Hall wins this one against Dejanovic. The back set, no touch on the block. This point is for the Bucks.
Yeah, mentally they've been a bit out now, Belgrade. They need to come back to the game.
Well played, directly on the second contact. Dejanovic scoring this 19th point for the Serbian side.
Very smart set, huh? Very fast. Position 4, very good. Number 20 couldn't close it. And very nice tip behind.
Good brand. Smart serve in position 2. Net fault called against Belgrade. Kevin Tan for the dig, directly on the Serbian side. One more time, Monroe deep. And there's a touch by Kevin Tan.
They've been super courageous here. This rally was really, really badly.
20 for Belgrade, 14 for the Bucks.
Bit of frustration from the captain here. He got caught.
Yeah, direct return from the Bucks. That was well played. Ben Hall. The good dig. Who will take the second contact? Monroe, great dig one more time. Richardson rolling it on the net. What a point. Oh, what a rally.
Oh, what a rally.
That's a shame to conclude that one in the antenna.
Ooh, good battle. Really, really, the old battle.
Ben Hall, free ball Belgrade. Chernobernia. Good dig. Ben Hall once again touched by the block. That's a great point won by the Bucks. But they are still 5 behind. And Belgrade only 4 points away from winning this first game of Saturday on court number 1. Chernobernia, this one is too far away. The next game will be at 12:30, Lyon, home team playing against Kiev, team from Ukraine. For what looks like a very interesting clash to follow. We hope you will be with us. Miscommunication, and the Bucks are fighting back. 18-21. Timeout called Milan Oreskovic.
They came back very, very well. We said they had a bit of fun, huh, in the previous timeout, but we see distracted a bit. It distracted them a bit. Now it's very good. The Bucks took over and then came back. Now just a few points away, but very, very nice rallies.
Yeah, let's see if the Bucks can one more time fight back and earn something in this fourth set. Belgrade had some great advantage at some point in this set, something like 6 or 7 points lead.
Yeah.
And the backs are coming back with the experience of Robert Richardson, next player to serve.
Ce sont donc les Anglais qui vont servir avec Robert Richardson. Le score est de 18-5.
The serve is good, and that's an ace for the backs. Why not?
Wow.
Can they do this? This would be a surprise if they could fight back in this fourth set.
Kevin Tan, position 4, going position 2 to set.
Chernobyl taking the set. Free ball, backs. 10 for Monroe.
That's
Finds
their
the block out.
base position. That's their base position when they are able to have Kevin Tan really coming to the position 2 and serve its attackers, its spikers.
The backs are one behind. Richardson, good serve one more time. And the solution, Chernobyl in between Monroe's arms. One more position for Belgrade to deal with Dejanovic sitting on the back row. The reception is important for the backs. Ben Hall for the set. Kevin Tan, great dig. Chernobyl with the perfect spike.
Yeah, now in the middle. This is a difficult position for the Bucks to have the captain Steven in the front.
Monroe a bit too much to the outside. This set. Kevin Tan, good fight at the net. Who takes this one? The captain, of course. Monroe with the swing. Oh, what a rally. One more time. One hand set. Chernobyl with the back set.
They need something clean. They need to again. Oh!
Kevin Tan blocked by Chernobyl. Well done, Belgrade. And that's the first match point for the team in red.
Yeah, this was hard. This was hard. Very good.
Block out found by Kevin Tan. Well done. 24-21 for Belgrade. Still match point on John Monroe's serve. Serve is good, the reception is decent too. Chernobyl.
They've been able to defend that. Let's go.
Good Brent with a smart deep ball in the court. One more match point saved. But there are two remaining for Belgrade. John Monroe. And this point for the backs. The contest at the net, won by Colin Goodbrand, 23-24. And this will be a timeout for Milan Orešković just before the next match point.
I didn't expect at the beginning of this set that we would be that close in the end. It's, yeah, super interesting, and the Bugs have been super strong to come back, to keep faith, and very courageous people, and with a fantastic captain that is fighting all the time, being there, speaking to its teammates.
Yeah, and we just saw the replay on this last fight at the net, won by the Bucks. What a great fight back from the team from Great Britain. Can they do better? This is an important serve for John Monroe. He already had a lot in his career. Still match point for Belgrade. Serve is good. The reception is good too. Chernobyl. Good block by the Bucks. Awesome play by Paul Jeffrey.
We know he will be the one hitting. So
how crazy is this fourth set? 24-all. Monroe, the serve is good. Chernobyl, good dig. Richardson for Kevin Tan. And great block for Serbia. Miroslav Srdic. And that's another match point now for Belgrade. Richardson for the reception. Kevin Tan the set. Ben Hall tips it. Chernobyl deep in position 1. Ben Hall for the set. Good block. One time, two time. The fight from Kevin Tan. He will set it for Gudbrand. Easy
Second
dig.
ball.
Oh, what a rally. One more time.
Oh,
And the final block for Belgrade and for Marko Dejanovic to earn this 3-1 victory. What a game.
what a fight for this last point. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, we see the intensity coming up, the room warming up. Very, very great game.
That was a great one. It's a second victory for Belgrade in this tournament. The victory 3-1. And you will see one more time the replay on this match point and the very last block for Dejanovic on Kevin Tan.
They just wanted so much to have these balls that they conflicted and miscommunication there. Very, very nice battle and fantastic captains on both sides and courageous team from Belgrade with only 6 players. They've been fighting super well, even if when it was hard, they've been there, they came back, mentally came back, physically came back. Impressive.
And for the Bucks, they still did not win any game in this event, but they won their first set against Belgrade. Next game for Belgrade will be at 4 p.m. on court number 2 against Parma. And we will have the Bucks on court number 1 later today, 6:15 against Lyon. And for us, the next game, Sofia, is exactly in 1 hour. At 12:30, Lyon will take on Kiev on court number 1. We'll see you soon. Thanks for being with us on this live stream of Paravolley Europe. We'll be back in Lyon in 50 minutes.